Good afternoon, and welcome to the CBA Digital Network broadcast of CBA Wrestling. My name is Nicholas Harari, and today the number 5 ranked CBA Colts will be taking on the number 3 ranked St. Peter's Prep Marauders in the semifinals of the Catholic School Duels. The winner of this matchup will take on the winner of the Del Barton vs. SJV semifinal match. This is an exciting one today. State potential on the line, a lot of ranked matchups. We're starting off at 132 pounds in this matchup. And as I said earlier, the winner of St. Peter's versus CBA will take on the winner of Del Barton versus SJV to take the crown. We are starting off at 132 pounds, where CBA sophomore Tristan Ziobro will be taking on the number 7 ranked Giovanni Sheena. Sheena's in on a shot quickly, gets in on the single. Ziobro trying to sprawl. Looks like Sheena gonna finish. And it's already off to that arm working. Tight claw ride on top. Tries to slip in a leg, and he does get the leg in out of bounds, trying to get some back points. Does not, and they will reset at the center. A minute 31 to go in the first period. Ziobro down, 3-0. And Sheena's off to a cradle. Ziobro tries to break the lock. And Giovanni Sheena will be unsuccessful. The Marauders want to start off this match with a bang, especially with a very high-ranked guy like Sheena, because this is going to be a really razor-sharp close match. As Sheena's in on another shot, trying to scoop out the back door. Just under a minute to go. Throws him by at the edge of the mat, but they have to look where they are. Jumps in on a single. Ziobro tries to break the lock. Sheena brings him to the center of the mat. Nothing. Kicks the leg. Still no points awarded, and he'll get around for 3. And Giovanni Sheena will take a 6-1 lead as he gets in a leg again. Probably going to want to ride him out for the rest of the period. Not going to be able to take him up, let him up and take him down again. But it is noted that in this semifinals matchup, both of these teams went 3-0 in their respective pools yesterday. CBA beat RBC 48-23 and upset the number 2 ranked St. Joe's Montvale 39-38 on criteria. If you were there yesterday and got to experience that match, that was a crazy one. And St. Peter's Prep went 3-0 as well, beating DePaul 68-6 and defeated the number 11 ranked Bergen Catholic 34-27 in a thriller. So both of these teams have been performing very well despite some injuries, but many teams are banged up all around. Ziobro's obviously stepping in for Bobby Duffy, who's not wrestling today, but we'll be back soon. Sheena's in on another single, tries to head swivel, gets exchanged to double, gets the 3. Up 9-1 now, major decision status at this 132-pound weight class. Gets in the leg again, trying to crank the power half. Ziobro defends well. Sheena's had struggle turning Ziobro. He hasn't had a hard time getting to the legs, but actually turning on top, he's had a hard time. But he's really cranking on that power half. Trying to get a turn, but Ziobro looks like he's just parallel, not budging. And Sheena on the edge of the mat is not right now able to get any swipes as Ziobro is fighting. Just under a minute to go in the second period. Sheena up 9-1 on Tristan Ziobro. And he starts to finally get swipes. as he sinks that power half deeper. He gets 4 points awarded. He's trying to get the fall, stick Ziobro. Ziobro may have to completely roll the other way if he wants to have a chance to get out of this, because this is not a fun position to be in. But he doesn't. He toughs it out and avoids the pin, but Sheena is up 13-1. This is a tall task for Ziobro, given he's not the starter for the CBA wrestling team, and going against a very high-ranked guy as he stands up with Sheena on his back. But it's a very tough task for him. And as you can hear, the varsity gym is getting pretty loud as the Del Barton SJV match is going on the other side. And another very high-ranked duel with a lot of potential. Ziobro will be on bottom, looks to get up, but Sheena gets one swipe, but no points. Looking for another turn to maybe end this. Gets swipes, this may do it. Yeah, and he gets a swipes, and that will be a technical fall for Giovanni Sheena of St. Peter's Prep. Good on Tristan Ziobro for not getting pinned, though, as team points truly do matter a significant amount, as we saw yesterday with CBA versus St. Joe's Montvale, which came down to criteria because the score was tied at the end of the match. So it does truly mean a lot. And next up for CBA, number 15, Randall Jenks versus the number 1 ranked Caden Riccardi of St. Peter's Prep, committed to the U.S. Naval Academy. Caden Riccardi is a stud wrestler, but Randy Jenks hopefully will give him a challenge. Tall task for the junior as the Marauders jump up to a 5-0 lead on the duel. Solid hand fighting for both guys to start off the match. Riccardi gets to a single as Jenks tries to flee out of bounds. Has a whizzer in. Riccardi should probably drop off to that other leg, which is right there, and does. Kind of misses it, but eventually does get the 3-point takedown as they're on the edge of the mat and will go out of bounds. And there's some fanatics going on the other side as SJV's Patrick O'Keefe just got put to his back. And Riccardi will let up Randall Jenks. Try to work to another shot. Jenks fires off a shot. Get in a front head position. Riccardi slick takedown. Another 3 points at the edge of the mat. Just over a minute to go in the first. Riccardi up 6-1. Both guys looking for something, and I'll give a quick update on the other side. Del Barton's Ryan DeGeorge, returning state champ, just defeated SJV's Patrick O'Keefe in a very likely state semifinals or finals matchup as Caden Riccardi gets a 3-point takedown. Yeah, there are 2 matches going on along side by side, so I'm currently watching both. Riccardi trying to work some sort of tilt, and does get some swipes. So bring him into major decision territory. And he jumps off for the half and will look to stick him, and he gets the fall with 7 seconds to go in the first period. St. Peter's Prep will jump to an 11-0 lead on the Colts. Colts have a lot of time to bounce back, though, as that was only the second match. Tough task for Randy Jenks, but he has to keep his head up, understanding that that's the number 1 ranked 138-pounder in New Jersey. And next up at 144 pounds, this is going to be a very intense matchup between number 11 ranked Will Secudis versus number 6 ranked Lawton Henry. This could have a lot of potential for seeding for state tournament. Secudis trying to break the top 10. as Lawton Henry is quickly off to a single, trying to bring up that leg, gets the mat return, and will go out of bounds as he jumps to a 3-0 lead early. On Sakudis. Sakudis had a decent Powerade showing, but ended up dropping his ranking after losing to number 9 ranked Scotty Sari, but looking to bounce back. He has a lot of time to bounce back, and this is definitely a time to do so, but he has to work from a deficit given that he's down 3-0. Still a lot of time left in this matchup. And periodically throughout the St. Peter's versus CBA matchup, I'll also give updates on the Dumbarton SJV. Right now it is 3-0 in favor of Dumbarton, as Will Sakudis will work out. Get an escape. Henry up 3-1 on Sakudis. Both guys hand fighting, looking for anything. Sakudis knows he has to get to his offense. He has a really nice high crotch exchange to double, but it's just a matter of actually getting in. Duck attempt by Henry, defended well by Sakudis. Henry tries to sneak in an underhook. Sakudis trying to defend it well. Just over 30 seconds to go. Both guys want to get to their offense, try to get in a takedown before this period ends. Both guys really solid hand fighting. Henry fires off a shot. Good defense by Sakudis. Nothing either guy as the clock stops. Little malfunctional error on the clock. So the refs will blow the whistle to stop it as the scoreboard just turned off. But no changes, 6 seconds to go in the first period. Henry still up on Sakudis, 3-1, most likely as the period ends. Sakudis will get choice. Coach Ashnell tells him to go down, and he wants him to explode fast and not let Henry get any turns on top at any point. Henry lines up on top. Sakudis up to his feet. Henry looking for a big mat return. Sakudis will be right back up onto his feet. And on the other mat, Dumbarton just pinned their SJV opponent as they jump to a 9-0 lead. So Sakudis, 3-2. He is down on Lawton Henry. And as I stated earlier, it is an 11 versus 6 matchup, unofficially ranked. So definitely a lot of things at stake here for both guys. And for the team, of course, as well, want to get CBA on the board. This will be a big momentum boost for them as they have lost their first 2 matchups to very talented St. Peter's Prep guys. Both guys looking for their offense. Henry cannot find it. And once Sakudis does get in on a shot, he does not have a hard time finishing. It is actually getting in on the shot itself. He has a very, as I said earlier, very nice high crotch. And a timeout is called. There may be some blood. If I had to guess, he has some blood time as Henry has his entire face wrapped up. So I would assume a leakage occurred. But I'm sure the coaches are talking to Sakudis on the side, explaining to him that he needs to get to his offense. He's down 3-2, and as this period will come to an end, Henry will most likely elect bottom and get out to make it a 4-2 matchup. So getting a takedown would be crucial for Sakudis if he wants to win this match. And of course, on the other mat, we have another high-ranked, high-stakes matchup at 138 pounds with Jake Zaltzman versus Schwartz, two top 10 ranked guys. Sakutis fires off a single. That's what we've been looking for from, a high crotch. That's what we've been looking for from him. But good defense by Henry. That's the first real shot we've seen from him so far. Both guys hand fighting as 15 seconds are left in the second period. Sakutis fires off another shot. Henry defends, tries to counter that shot, but to no prevail. Gets in an underhook, but it looks like this period will most likely end. Sakutis down 3-2 on Loudon Henry. As we will go into the third period, as I suspected, Henry will elect the bottom position. And if I had to guess, Sakutis is probably going to let him up. He's going to let him up, as I suspected, because he needs to get a takedown if he wants to win this match. So now it is all on Sakutis. And Henry fires off a shot, tries to pull it in. Sakutis trying to get that cross face, needs to whizzer or start kicking away, otherwise Henry could ice this match. Tries to finish the shot as they're close to the out of bounds. Sakutis has to watch where he is, trying to slowly creep out his bounce. Henry will come out the back door. Sakutis hold on to the back leg. They're in a little funk position. Time is ticking down though. 1:30 left in the third period, and they're gonna stalemate on the edge of the mat. Now Henry fired off a shot. He wants to ice this match and make sure that he doesn't give Sakutis any time to win. But Sakutis realizes the urgency and needs to get a shot off if he wants to have a chance at upsetting the number 6 seed. Another shot by Henry. Sakutis gets around, needs to get the Mariturn. And a little funk situation. Henry funks out and holds onto the leg. Sakutis hit a go behind, but just needed to Mariturn. But Henry rolled through, got into funk, held onto Sakutis' back leg. What a great move on his part. As it looks like the scoreboard is screwed up again. And the referees are not realizing the time. The coach has to come onto the mat. I don't know what the referees are doing. The coach has to come onto the mat so the referee realizes that the clock is not going. A lot of malfunction so far with the scoreboard. The score is also wrong. It is 11-0 St. Peter's. And it says it's 9-0 Colts. The score of the match is not 7-1. It is 4-2. So I'm not really sure what is going on. Oh, I believe it is connected to the Del Barton scoreboards. It's in sync with Del Barton's scoreboard. So that is the problem. As I don't know why they're trying to start wrestling, because they have to figure out this scoreboard issue. The scoreboards are synced on both mats. That is the issue. So if you're seeing this score right now, that is incorrect. They're trying to figure out the malfunctional issue. As this may be beneficial for both guys, Henry and Sakutis. Maybe more beneficial for Henry though, given that he's probably wearing down, and Sakutis, as he gets later into the match, as the other guy gets more tired, he benefits more. So this may end up hurting him. But we will see what happens, as I believe there is around a little under a minute 15 to go in the third period. And of course on the other side, SJV versus Del Barton. Del Barton up 9-0. That's the scoreboard you're seeing over here, is, although it says CBA St. Peter's, that's the scoreboard you're seeing is the Del Barton SJV scoreboard, where Del Barton is up 9-0. on the SJV Lancers, hoping to advance to the Catholic Dual Finals in the gold pool. Still have not figured out this issue with the scoreboard. Both guys are really getting a nice break. Spent almost a minute now. And you gotta hope some of the 1,000 people in this auditorium can figure out why the scoreboard is not working. But so far, nada. As the SJV match will continue in the 138-pound weight class. Jake Zaltzman gets in on a single, but Schwartz of Del Barton tries to hit a Jonesy some funk situation over there. As SJV's Jake Zaltzman's up 7-5 on Schwartz of Del Barton. And both guys are just rolling around. Schwartz will get his three-point takedown, giving him a 10-5 lead on Schwartz. Scoreboard issue has still not been resolved. Yeah, the Colts up. Excuse me, the St. Peter's Prep Marauders up 11-0 on the Colts. We will be right back. And we are back on the CBA Digital Network broadcast of CBA Wrestling. Obviously, as you heard before, there are technical difficulties with the scoreboard as they are synced up, correlating to the SJV Del Barton match. But they are currently working on getting that problem figured out as they're bringing out a different scoreboard for the time being. But both guys have gotten a significant break, as I believe there's around 1:15 to go in the third period. Sakudis needs a takedown if he wants to win this one, as he is down 4-2 on Lawton Henry, and they're both on their feet. And of course, St. Peter's Prep is up 11-0 on the Colts. Now, you viewers at home will not be able to see the score given that the scoreboard isn't working properly, so I will have to continue to update all of you on the score, as you'll not be able to see it. So please bear with us as these issues will be resolved soon. Upcoming for the Colts, though, they have a tough and important matchup against RFH on Wednesday. It's a high-stakes matchup and a bitter rivalry between the two teams. The Colts looking to get revenge for their state finals loss between Alex Nini and Sonny Amato, as the freshman defeated Nini, the senior, in the state finals. CBA wants to get that win very badly, and I'm sure RFH does too. And we will finally resume, it looks like we'll resume this matchup between Will Sakudis of CBA and Lawton Henry of St. Peter's Prep. And this match will resume as Henry is in on a single right off the whistle, looking to get the finish. And he does get the 3, which will make the match 7-2 in favor of Henry. With not a lot of time left. And Henry tries to drop back down on the leg and keep him on the mat. Sakudis is working up to his feet, though, very relentless. And it's 7-3 now. Sakudis is going to try to fire off a shot with not a lot of time left in the third. 12 seconds left to go. Sakudis, it's desperation time for him as he is down 7-3. Fires off a shot. That will go out of bounds. Time will stop with 5 seconds left. And it looks like Henry will win this matchup. And some smack talk between the two guys. Very low-level class by Lawton Henry, but we still continue as St. Peter's Prep will take a 14-0 lead on the Colts. And up next, Jimmy Jacob of CBA will be taking on Joseph Ruiz of St. Peter's Prep. Jimmy Jacob is the 28th unofficially ranked guy in New Jersey, while Ruiz is a 6th ranked wrestler at 150 pounds. Ruiz will fire off a shot. Nice defense by Jacob. Jacob will fire off a shot. Good defense by Ruiz. Neither guy is able to get to their offense as time ticks down in the first period. Can we tell him to sit down? And neither guy able to get to their offense with 36 seconds to go in the first period. And Ruiz, good defense by Jacob. Neither guy is able to get to their offense. Ruiz was really close, but unable to finish as time ticks down. 5 seconds left to go in the first. Still 0-0, tie score going into the second period. Going into the second period, Jacob will be on bottom. Colts definitely need a win if they want to have a chance in this match, as they're down 14-0. Starting at the 126-pound weight class, 132-pound weight class, up to the 150-pound weight class now, as they will quickly go out of bounds. Jacob up to his feet. As good top ride by Ruiz. They're on the edge of the mat. Jacob should know where he is. Ruiz trying to crank that power half, and he should be getting some swipes, and he finally does. And trying to stick Jacob. It's gonna be close. He might. Jacob doing all he can to bridge off his back, but Ruiz trying to flat him out, and he gets the fall. And he is excited for that. As the Colts will fall down to a 20-0 deficit on the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. And out next for the Colts is Brendan Boyer, ranked number 14 in New Jersey unofficially, versus number 5 ranked Max Nevlin, who has placed in states before. Boyer last year lost in the blood rounds, very close to placing. So CBA definitely needs to get something going on their offense, given that they are down 20-0. And Boyer has had a hard time getting to his offense this season, but we're hoping to see some difference today as Nevlin gets in on a quick high crotch in a crackdown position, jumps over the leg, very textbook by Nevlin, as he will get the takedown. Trying to work in a bulldog. Now trying to work for a near side cradle, and he may get it. This could be a quick match, but good defense by Boyer. Now looking for a ball and chain. Ball and chain tilt, very well executed tilt, but Boyer has to bridge because this is very, very close to being pinned. That has happened before where a tilt has turned into a pin if the wrestler doesn't bridge. Now jumps off to the side for a cradle, trying to get the fall. Good defense, but Boyer extends himself, and same exact situation, ball and chain. Good defense by Boyer though, but Nevin will get it again as he's very savvy in this position, and we'll get more back swipes. With 48 seconds to go, he is up 11-0 on Boyer, and he'll get a cradle as they go out of bounds. And this could be the end of the match really fast if Boyer doesn't get pinned, as they're on the edge of the mat, and that will be the match, as Nevlin will tech fall Brendan Boyer in 1:30 in the first period. St. Peter's Prep jump up to a 25-0 lead on the Colts. And up next, this is another very high-ranked New Jersey matchup between the number 6 ranked AJ Falcone of CBA versus the number 8 ranked Josh Paparo of St. Peter's. Both guys top 10 ranked in the state, so this could have a lot of implications for state seeding. Looks like they're trying to figure out the clock again. And we will be right back. And we are back, as both guys are off hand fighting hard. Falcone looking to get to his offense, which he was able to do very well yesterday against RBC and St. Joe's. Now, a tall task in Paparo. Falcone gets to a high-level single, looking to finish. He should probably club the head, or he brings it out, steps over, and gets a takedown. That's a big takedown on the edge of the mat. For him, he should keep that foot and bounce, try to stall as much time as he can, and he's doing just so. Perfectly executed by him, as they will call time at the out-of-bounds mark with 1:05 to go in the first period. Falcone up 3-0. And of course, Colts are down right now 25-0 on the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. And AJ, nice slick ankle pick at the edge of the mat and gets the 3-point takedown. Beautiful execution for him. He's had a lot of trouble and unluckiness with the out of bounds so far this season and in seasons past, but he gets lucky today as he gets another takedown, giving him a 6-1 lead with 54 seconds to go. As he'll let him up again, looking to get to his offense. So far, putting on a clinic on the number 8 ranked guy, as Paparo tries to get to a Russian and drag him to the mat. Falcone, good post and defense by him. So far, he's wrestled a textbook match so far. Very impressed. Good defense by him. Paparo tries to drop off to a shot. Good defense by Falcone. Falcone off to another single. And good on his part at the edge of the mat again. And are they going to award him points? I believe not, as we will go into the second period. Falcone up 6-2 on Paparo. This would be a big first win for the Colts, getting points up on the board. as it is now 3-6. Paparo will get out. Falcone looking to get back to his offense. Both guys. Paparo throwing off a lot of fakes. Falcone has to be careful as he's been in the position where he backs up and he may get hit for sawing pretty soon if he continues back up. He has to circle back into the center of the mat, which he does right there. Probably couldn't fire off a single right here if he lets go of pressure on his head and drops a single, and he does just that. Now he's got to pull that leg back into the center. Time winding down, 1:11 to go in the period. And on the edge of the mat, another takedown by Falcone. Edge of the mat has been very kind to him today, as he is now up to a 9-3 lead on Paparo with 1 minute to go in the second period. Falcone will start on top. Minute to go in the second, up 9-3. Lets him out, 9-4 now. Paparo tries to fire off a shot. Nice takedown by his part, but there's some scrambling going on, and they're gonna and I'm not really sure what they just called. I think they just gave him 1 point for the escape. So it is now 9-5 in favor of Falcone. So Paparo does not get that takedown, as Falcone did all he can to prevent that. Falcone fires off another nice shot on the edge of the mat, and nothing. Falcone has gotten to that little throw-by exchange to single, and that has looked to be his offense so far, and he has significantly improved in that aspect so far from what I've seen of him this season. And he has executed well today. But still, he has to be careful at the edge of the mat. Paparo tries a throw attempt. AJ will go out of bounds once again. With 19 seconds to go in the second period. Falcone up 10-5. $19 seconds to go for Falcone in the second. Paparo trying to fire off some offense to lessen that deficit. Falcone has had very solid defense so far. Paparo fires off a high crotch, but period will come to an end as the third period Falcone will start on bottom. And on the other mat, SJV just picked up a big win for them, making their matchup 23-6. Del Barton winning. Some scrambling situation on the edge of the mat as AJ tries to hit a switch to go out of bounds, but Paparo will try to hop around that. Now they're in another funk position on the edge of the mat. Stalemate will maybe be called, maybe not, as both guys are in a really sticky situation. And they will reset in the center. Falcone still on bottom. As I said before, the Colts are down 24-0 so far. There is still a decent amount of matches left to go. AJ will stand up, potentially dangerous situation. They'll reset. Del Barton picks up another pin. Minute 30 to go in the third. Falcone up 10-5. Just has to be careful, doesn't get caught in a turn, as Paparo can be sneaky. Sneaks in a leg, now is working cross body, trying to crank a power half, but Falcone's not gonna let him hit that move. They're gonna stick in this position. A stalemate might be called again. Yep, a stalemate is called, as I predicted. And they will reset once again with a minute to go in the third period. And the scoreboard issue still not fixed, so we are working with what we got, as they will go optional start, and then Paparo will just bombard Falcone, flatten him out. But Paparo has to be thinking he's down by 5. He needs to do something magical if he wants to win this match. And it might be time for him to let him up and try to hit a throw, but still nothing as Falcone stays on bottom. Paparo riding well on top, but that's not really helping him out if he wants to win the match. So if I were a St. Peter's coach, I'd be saying to cut him, but I'm up here, and they're down there. .39 seconds to go in the third period, as he will let him up. It is now 10-6, or excuse me, 11-5, and Falcone will definitely get hit with a stalling. And St. Peter's is demanding for a takedown, and a no takedown is awarded on the edge of the mat. So reset in center, time ticking down. It's desperation time for Paparo. Falcone trying to hang on with a nice, as headgear nearly comes off, and Falcone at the edge of the mat. Wow, that is just great wrestling on his part. But let me tell you, Falcone has wrestled a very technically sound match so far, understanding where the out of bounds is, being able to wrestle heads up, hasn't gotten hit for stalling, and hasn't stalled as much, gotten to his offense. Just smart wrestling overall. That's what the Colts need to do in order to decrease this deficit between St. Peter's. Wrestle like that, with Falcone up. I believe 14-6. And a caution is called with 11 seconds to go in the third period. Falcone right now, as it stands, would have a major decision, but Paparo will get out and drop to a single and get the takedown at the edge of the mat, but time will tick out as this match is over, and AJ Falcone will get the victory on Josh Paparo by a score of 14-10. Big matchup for Falcone. Get the Colts on the board and pick up a top 10 ranked victory as he defeated the number 8 seeded wrestler in New Jersey. And the Colts will now put some points on the board. They're now down 24-3 to the Marauders. Or 25-3, excuse me. And at 175 pounds, so 175 pounds, there will be a forfeit. Coach Ashnault explaining to the refs that their 175-pounder will not be coming out, as he has not wrestled in the Catholic school duels, but he will be back. soon. And next up at 190 pounds, CBA's Jared O'Neal will take on the number 14th ranked Carmen Morano of St. Peter's. St. Peter's up 31-3 with a couple matches to go. O'Neal gets snapped right into a shot, but Morano trying to go around for a takedown. O'Neal holding on for dear life, but Morano will eventually get around for the three-point takedown as he works gets a tilt. Nice tight waist tilt for him. But did he get any swipes? He did not. So he is still up only 3-0 with 1:20 to go in the first period, as they will go out of bounds. O'Neal jogs back to the center, looking to put himself back in this matchup and put himself on the mat for CBA, hoping to defeat a top contender for St. Peter's Prep. Another tilt attempt, gets a swipe, but he's parallel. Now, O'Neal tries to catch that leg, and he needs to elevate it if he wants to have a shot of getting out. But Morano sneaked that leg out. And O'Neal is flat on his stomach as the first period winds down. 46 seconds to go. As Morano continues to ride out O'Neal, has an armbar, trying to get some back points to lengthen this lead, but O'Neal trying to fight and build a base and get up. Under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Morano up 3-0 on Jared O'Neal. And O'Neal kind of got kneed in the head a little bit there, as Morano may have had a bar but lost it as they go out of bounds. O'Neal will pace back to the center with 5 seconds to go in the first period. And the period will come to an end with O'Neal down 3-0 to Carmen, the number 14 ranked Carmen Morano, St. Peter's. So we started at 132, so we are over halfway through our matches. And O'Neal rushes him out of bounds, run back to the center, trying to hold him down on top as Morano elects bottom. O'Neal resets on top, tries to chop, needs to look for mat return, trying to get something, maybe drop down to a leg, but will push him away. Morano will get his 1 point. As both guys hand fighting hard. Reset in the center. O'Neal fires off a shot. O'Neal has had trouble finishing shots this season because he dives right into leg with little setup and head down. O'Neal is definitely capable of hitting nice shots, but it is something he has struggled with this season. As Morano will get the takedown and then give O'Neal the escape. Match is now 7-1 with 1:13 to go in the second period. And a caution on Morano. Tries for a low single on O'Neal. If I'm O'Neal, I may want to maybe throw a fake snap and then shot rather than just shooting right in. Morano tries to get an underhook. Nice slick trip by him. And will get the takedown on O'Neal, working a half, trying to get the fall, and he will put him to his back, swipes right now, and gets the fall on Jared O'Neal. as the Marauders will increase their lead to even more. And in the other matchup, the Delbarton Green Wave is up on the SJV Lancers 35-12 at the 106-pound weight class. So not over yet in that match, but high probability of Delbarton taking the victory. In 2:15, Alex Siafa will step in for Tyler Palumbo, as he is not back until later on in January. And they'll go to the edge of the mat as the opponent will get the takedown. And we'll do optional start. Tries to hop off to a cradle. Now Siafa has done a exceedingly well job hopping in. Edge of the mat. They're not going to give any points. Double. Siafa wrestles out of that, but Siafa, another double on the edge of the mat. Still fighting. Good defense by Siafa. Needs to look where he is and get out on the edge of the mat. And 3 points will be awarded to the St. Peter's Prep wrestler. And another optional start. Siafa has to be careful and get away quick because it looks like he most likely will try to go for that cradle again. If I had to guess. Does not. Siafa's up. This match is now 6-2 with a minute to go in the first period. Firing off shots. Another double, trying to come out the back door and get the takedown. And he may get a fall. Doesn't, but puts Siafa to his back. Siafa fighting, has him in a head and arm scenario now. He might get the fall. Full mount. Siafa fighting with all his life and does get the fall. And St. Peter's Prep will increase their lead to 43-3 on the Colts. And at 2:85, there will be a forfeit. So St. Peter's Prep now up 49-3. As it is now statistically impossible for the Colts to win this matchup. But still some good matchups in line for the Colts in the lower weights. As at 106, the number 2 ranked Sean Kenny will take on Braden Ruiz of St. Peter's. Kenny has wrestled very solid this season as he fires off a high crotch, looking for firemen's. Exchanges to double. Good crossface by Ruiz. Kenny trying to finish, tries to get a big lift. Still, Ruiz is protecting his leg, so Kenny can't get that big lift he's hoping for. Exchanges off the single. Kenny looking for a cradle. And it looks like he'll maybe get the fall. Ruiz trying to roll through, but Kenny will try to flatten him out and gets the fall for the Colts. Get the Colts' second win and their first pin of this matchup. As the Colts now are down 49-9 against St. Peter's Prep. And at 113 pounds, Kellen Duffy of CBA will take on number 11 ranked Robert Rodriguez of St. Peter's. A quick takedown by Rodriguez. Up 3-0 on Kellen Duffy. Duck attempt, front head position, gets behind for the takedown, putting on a clinic thus far. Minute 30 or so to go in the first. Duffy will be on bottom, down 6-1 to Rodriguez. Duffy hand fighting on bottom, trying to get out. And a tilt from Rodriguez, very nice tilt by him. Holding 2 backs, but looking to get more. Has an armbar tilt, gets those 4 swipes, now holding 4 backs for him. And still holding on to those 4 backs, now awarded those four back points. Up now 10-1, gets another tilt. Under a minute to go in the first period. Duffy bridging, trying to fight off his back, as we'll get another 4 back points. Now up 14-1. Very close to a tech fall. Needs one more turn or another takedown to get that tech fall if he wants it. May cut him, and he does, and he just needs one more takedown for the tech fall. And nice duck to single, head wheel, hooks the leg. Duffy still holding on, trying to make it to the end of the period, and 3 points is awarded, and that will be a tech fall. Very technically sound matchup by Rodriguez on Duffy, dominating, and that will be a technical fall for him, as St. Peter's Prep will increase their lead to 54-9. And 120 pounds, the #1 ranked Paul Kenny will take on number 10 ranked Anthony Brometti, St. Peter's. Paul Kenny had a massive matchup yesterday against the #2 ranked and potential state final matchup against Jonathan McGinty against St. Joe's, where he won that one by a great margin, 7-1 I believe it was. Paul Kenny so fast, snaps him down, gets around trying to hook that leg for the takedown, gets a 3-point takedown. And although the team can't win this match, this would be a big win for Paul Kenny, as Brometti is ranked #10 at the 120-pound weight class. Kenny lets him up, fires off another shot, gets around, not awarded at the edge of the mat, but does get takedown. They will reset on bottom, as Kenny is just so technically sound as a wrestler. It is really hard to counter his slick fastness, as they will go optional start. They'll let him up. Now 6-2. Kenny looking to get right back to his offense. Continue to dominate. Tries to get a Russian drag. Brometti trying to hit something. Kenny trying to put his head in the pocket, get around. Brometti tries a duck attempt. Good chain wrestling. Kenny goes for a throw on the edge of the mat, and they are still in bounds. And he gets his 3-point takedown. A very nice throw by Kenny at the edge of the mat. Kenny now up 9-2 with 48 seconds to go in the first period. And I'd assume for Kenny, he probably wants the fall, but he would also be satisfied with a tech 2. But mind you, this is the #10 ranked wrestler in New Jersey, and the brother of Salvatore Brometti, who finished at 3rd in states last year. Kenny tight on top. Brometti trying to do anything he can to get out, but to no prevail, as Kenny is a world-class wrestler in all positions. As the first period will come to an end. Kenny up 9-2 on Brometti. Brometti will be on bottom, to start the second period. Kenny will go optional start. He may be looking for a cradle or a cement mixer as he turns around. Does not get that. Now 9-3. Kenny, snap, fires off a shot in over-under position. Tries for a throw by. Brometti jumps in on the leg, holding on. Kenny needs a sprawl. Should probably try to sneak in a crossface. Brometti tries to slide out, but good defense by Kenny, so fast. Fires off a single, will wrap around for the three-point takedown. That transition sequence of events was so fast. He was almost taken down, but effortlessly comes up and just fires off a single so fast and finishes. That's what it takes to be the #1 ranked wrestler in New Jersey, as he is now up 12-3 on Brometti with 1:14 to go in the second period. Both guys do a little jump, but the referee doesn't mind. Oh, and his knee, oh my Lord. That was a very potentially dangerous position. We do know Kenny has very flexible knees, so he's all right. But that looked very unsettling. But he is just fine as he gets his three-point takedown. Now up 15-3 on Brometti, dominating this performance. We need 2 more takedowns for a fall. Excuse me, for a tech fall or a turn. Under 45 seconds to go. Up 15-4. Kenny looking for a turn, has the claw and leg. As both matches are on their 120-pound matchup. The St. Peter's Prep Marauders are up 54-9 on the Colts. And the Del Barton Green Wave is up 44-12 on SJV. So nothing will come down to the last match, as what it looks like the St. Peter's Prep Del Barton matchup will occur in the finals. And a very high anticipated 3-versus-1 in New Jersey matchup with a lot of potential. Brometti, nice mat return back down to the mat as Paul Kenny tries to hit a switch, but they go out of bounds and they will reset. With 1:50 to go in the third. Kenny tries to work to his feet. Would like at least a tech. He'll get out. Brometti drops back down though. Very nice on his part, keeping Kenny down on the mat. Kenny is once again back up to his feet. He's gonna try to get out and does. Now up 16-4. And now a takedown would win the match for him, giving him a tech fall. With around 1:20 to go, they go to the edge of the mat. Kenny looking for something on the edge of the mat to win. Tries to throw, go behind, as they will go out of bounds. 16-4. With around a minute to go in the third period. Kenny just needs a takedown for the tech, but I'm sure he wants the pin, so he's gonna probably look for a feet to back position. But given the score of this match, I'm sure the Colts would be totally satisfied with the tech fall, which he does get. Paul Kenny will pick up a victory for the Colts. Both Kenny brothers performing very well against St. Peter's Prep, picking up a technical fall victory by a score of 19-4 on Anthony Brometti. Colts now down 54-14. And then the final matchup of this duel, the number 28 unofficially ranked Teague Sato versus the number 9 ranked Sal Brometti, the brother of Anthony Brometti, who was just attacked by Paul Kenny. We'll look to cement this matchup between CBA. Sato tries for a throw by, but Brometti may catch him. Sato trying for a trip. Now Brometti out the back door. Scramble position. Brometti trying to keep scooting out the back door to get that takedown. Sato tries to pass that leg by, but Brometti trying to catch Sato on his back. And a potentially dangerous situation is called as they will reset on their feet with 1:20 to go in the first. Brometti is up once again, hooks the leg, but needs to pop out his head if he wants the takedown. Sato holding on. No points awarded yet. As the first period, here's under a minute left, as Sato is trying to hit some funk move to get out, as Brometti will get the 3-point takedown. On Sato. Brometti has a leg in. And dominating on top as Sato's struggling. Sato's definitely struggled on top this season. And Brometti's trying a power half, trying to get some back swipes, and it's pretty close. But Sato's fighting off his back. Sato's had trouble building up to his base this season. And that's coming into effect here as Brometti cranks that half as the period comes to an end. No back points awarded. Brometti fires off another shot. Sato trying to hit some funk. Sato trying to come out the back door. Bring the leg up and he could get a cradle. And Brometti pops his head out into Sato. Still no points awarded. Now Brometti trying for a cradle. With 1:10 to go, Brometti still up 3-0 on Sato as Sato will kick out of bounds. And I thought they were already out of bounds, but fooled me too. There was the whistle on the other mat. So heads up by Brometti firing off that double, although did not succeed as they ended up going out of bounds. Brometti fires off another shot. Sato trying for a little funk. Still no points awarded. Another shot fired off. Good defense by Sato. Sato looks like he's trying for a throw by or cement mixer. Sato's a very flashy wrestler. He likes to hit big moves. Against Green Farms Academy, he hit a backflip out of a single trying to catch Brometti with a cement mixer. And another takedown awarded to Brometti. And blood time is called in this final match as Brometti's up 6-0 on Teak Sato. And of course, in the other match, at the 126-pound weight class, Anthony Knox, the #1 ranked wrestler in the nation, is up 12-4. In the second period. And 3-point takedown for him. And as this blood time will continue, we will be right back. And we are back in this final matchup between Teak Sato and Sal Brometti. As Sato tries to hit a spladle attempt. He loves the crazy moves, but trying to fully extend riding cross body on Brometti, trying for a turn, but loses the leg, and now he's gonna get caught. Doesn't. Able to fight out of that, which is good. But still down 6-0. And on the other mat, the SJV Del Barton match will come to an end. Del Barton winning that matchup by a score of 47-17. Del Barton will advance to the Catholic School Finals, along with St. Peter's Prep, as this match will eventually come to an end soon. And Del Barton and SJV will be the finals matchup. Or excuse me, Del Barton and St. Peter's will be the finals matchup in this Catholic School duels. As Sato still riding hard on top. Brometti trying to get out. Sato looking for a turn, but Brometti will hip out and get a reversal. Now up 8-0 with 20 seconds to go in the third period, trying to catch Sato. And Sato will pop out the other side, trying to look for a reversal of his own. And he will get 2-point reversal, get out one, and that match will be over by a final score of 9-2. Brometti will get the final decision on Sato, and that will be the final score for CBA and St. Peter's. That'll be the final match. Final score 57-49. 14. St. Peter's dominated the route, and the Colts will be in the third place matchup, which will stream alongside the finals matchup between Del Barton and St. Peter's Prep. That is all for now. This is Nicholas Harari signing off. And we are back in our third place matchup between SJV and CBA. Starting off at 144 pounds, Will Sakudis, currently on his back, fighting. Second period, as Will Sakudis takes on Des Langen of SJV. Now the Colts will be taking on SJV next week or the week after. So that will be another matchup between the two teams depending on what happens today. If I had to guess, I would think some guys, they may rest some guys given how many matches they've wrestled over the past 2 days. And they want to be at full health for the other matchup between the two teams at CBA a week and a half from now. Period will come to an end. Sakudis down 7-1. And he led up now 8-1. Both guys looking for shots. Neither guy able to get to their offense. Not much action going on in the second period. Sakudis tries to fire off a shot. They will go out of bounds. Stalling is called. And a very competitive matchup on the other match with Caden Riccardi. Who will get upset by Del Barton. In the front head position, neither guy able to get much going. In a big upset on the other mat as the #1 ranked Caden Riccardi was defeated 4-2, as you could hear by the crowd. Sakudis has had trouble getting to his offense so far this match. But still hold third period to hopefully get some of this deficit back. As they will go out of bounds. Surprised Sakudis didn't get hit for stalling there. So they will resume in the center. Sakudis fires off fake. That's when he needs more of. Fires off another shot. Good defense by Langen. .56 seconds to go in the third. Langen's up 8-1 on Sakudis. Stalling is called as they will go out of bounds. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. And some words exchanged by the CBA bench and Langen. But SIV coach tells Langen to keep his head on straight and on the mat against Sakudis. 37 seconds to go in the third. Langen looking at the clock, seeing how much time he has to go. As they will go out of bounds again, another running into the CBA stands again. It's getting a little chippy. 30 seconds to go. Sakudis gets in on a shot. Good defense by Langen though, and tries to hit an assassin. Sprawling, think they call a stalemate with this little time left. Surprised they haven't yet, because Sakudis is just holding onto the leg and Langen's not doing much, but tries to come out to his side, grab onto the crotch. 4 seconds to go. Sakudis trying to prevent a major decision as nothing will be called, and it's 8-1. Des Langen will get the victory on Will Sakudis. A decision Sakudis held on not being able to get the major decision. As we go on to the 150-pound matchup with Jimmy Jacob. Trying to bounce back after last match. SAV so far has a 15-0 lead on CBA. As they're in the front head position. If I'm the SAV wrestler, I want to bounce Jacob off the mat, but Jacob's able to get out. Now he's got to fire his offense. When he gets in on his offense, he can be very explosive. It's just a matter of actually getting in. Jacob circling, looking for shot, hand fighting hard. Good defense by Jacob. Just under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Score is still tied, 0-0. Throw by attempt, but Jacob's able to square up, and they'll go out of bounds with 21 seconds to go in the first period. Neither guys have scored. What weight did he start at? 38? Our first guy got pinned. I just can't remember exactly how. Jacob trying to get a tilt in the second period. And on the other mat, Delbarton wrestler about to pin the St. Peter's Prep wrestler. Can't really tell by the face because he's smothered in the mat. Big mat return by Jacob. But loses his balance as there will be a 1-point escape. Fired off a shot. Jimmy hops over the back. Tries to get the takedown at the edge, but they go out of bounds. We'll reset in the center on our feet. 48 seconds to go in the second. And I believe on the other mat, it's Lawton Henry and Schwartz of Delbarton in a close 9-7 matchup. A cradle on the edge of the mat. 3 points are awarded. This could be trouble for Jacob if he gets pulled into the center. And he may get the pin is called on Jacob, and he is frustrated. Could have been quick, but he might have been dead to rights there as he gets pinned. And SJV will boost their lead to 21-0. On the other mat, an upset. Schwartz will upset Henry. On this mat, Brendan Boyer. Shot fired off, trying for a big mat return. And we'll get it. 3-point takedown for SJV. And armbar's in, trying to look for either an armbar tilt or just an armbar. And the armbar tilt will get some backs. And 4 back points awarded. Now 7-0 in favor of the SJV wrestler. An armbar getting more back swipes, increasing the lead even more. Boyer down 11-0. As he will get back up to his feet, but a mat return attempt, and does. But Boyer's got to bounce right back up to his feet. And another no turn attempt. 4 seconds to go in the first period. Boyer down 11-0 to SJV. Now all of the wrestlers have bumped up, given that the 144-pound weight class was forfeited. So Sakutis wrestled at 150, wrestling up a weight. Same thing with Jacob, wrestling at 57, up a weight. Now Boyer wrestling at 65, up a weight. And then AJ Falcone will wrestle at 75 and be up a weight. So definitely all the CBA wrestlers at a disadvantage, given the Colts' injury statuses, but they will be at full health soon. As Boyer's being dominated on top. Another tilt. No back No back points yet. Minute 15 to go. And this, if he gets 4 back swipes, this could be the match. Only 1 back swipe, so no back points awarded. Really tough on top. Of course, SJV up 21-0, so it's been back-to-back tough matches for the Colts. SJV wrestler gets a leg in, trying to get more back points, get the tech fall and get off the mat. But Boyer's still fighting. And gets 3 swipes. That'll only be 3 backs. Now 14-0, just needs 1 more point. You can either let him up and take him down again or get 1 more turn. Now he's looking for a cradle, as they will go out of bounds with 19 seconds to go in the second period. Looking for a tilt, but under 10 seconds to go in the second period. Stalling is called on Boyer. So most likely, period will end 14-0 going into the third. They will start on their feet. Boyer unable to get to his offense much. Shots fired off. Trips. Now Boyer's looking, having a little more activity, but single leg. Low single, coming out the back door. Boyer hanging on to that leg, trying to fend as best he can. And they'll break and go back to the center after stalemate is called. Both hand fighting. And the almost takedown attempt in a front head position. Boyer works back up to his feet looking for his offense. Fires off a single leg. One of the first shots we've seen from him this match. Trying to finish. But that should be wrestler holding on, passing the leg by. Boyer's got to get that leg back. Also got to be careful because of the knee. And Boyer should probably whizzer here if he can. Whizzer and kick considering he's out of bounds. And try to get the other leg. Stalemate is called though, so he won't need to put in that extra effort. Going back to the center of the mat. With 40 seconds to go, still 14-0 in the third. The row-by attempt failed. Boyer fake shot. Boyer, it's just a matter for Boyer of putting shots together. He has the shot, he has ability, he was able to hit the single. He can fake his shots, he can hit snaps. He just needs to put it all together and he's golden. Obviously, it doesn't help that he's wrestling up a weight class right now. Another throw-by attempt, unsuccessful. Boyer fires off a double, exchange to a single, trying to come out the back door, and is able to get him up. Period will end, and no technical fall. Good job by Boyer for being able to hang in there despite being down 14-0. And a major decision, 14-0 victory for SJV, as their lead will increase. Colts still not on the board yet, as we go up to 175 pounds. Obviously, Falcone wrestles at 165, but bumping up a weight class, as many of the CBA wrestlers have. Falcone fires off a shot. Both guys trying to get an underhook or snap. Falcone, that pass by exchange to single has worked for him a lot. Did that really well last time, trying to get the 2-3 at the edge of the mat, and loses the leg as they go out of bounds. The edge of the mat was truly in his favor their last match. Not so much so far, but really happy for him as he's able to get to his offense much more. Obviously, he struggled with that over his past couple years. But throughout this Catholic School Duo tournament, we've definitely seen a lot more as he gets to a single once again on the edge of the mat. Try to bring him in bounce and get the 3. Needs to climb up that leg. He went up too high way too early. Now he lost that arm. He's got to stay on that leg and be patient, especially where he was. And unfortunately, he was climbed up the body too early, and Whizzer was in, and they go out of bounds. No points awarded. Still 0-0 in the first period. Falcone, 38 seconds to go in the first. Both guys trying to work their offense. Snap attempt on the edge of the mat again. Single again. Stays in. Trying to get the takedown. Gets the leg back. AJ trying to get that takedown there on the edge of the mat. Might get called out of bounds. AJ trying to pull him. And Falcone will get a point. Very interesting. For a technical violation of fleeing the mat, which I agree he was fleeing the mat there, and the SJV coach is furious, runs up to the ref. He's like, what are you talking about? But it is clear he did try to flee the mat at least the past 2 times. Now Falcone has gotten in a position to get the shot. He's gotten to his offense more. Now he just has to do it in the center of the circle opposed to the edge of the mat. And a big takedown in the St. Peter's SJV match, as St. Peter's will pick up a victory, bringing them closer as the score is now 11-3 in that matchup. Falcone will start on bottom. Works up to his feet fast. Drops down to a single. AJ trying to kick out. Switch at the edge of the mat and 2-point reversal. Wow. It is really funny that it seems that all of Falcone's action occurs at the very edge of the mat. It's really funny how that always happens. But he's learned to become more savvy there. And gets the reversal. Now up 2-0 in the second. Starts on top. And in the other match, we have a big scramble between the #1 ranked Alessio Peretin, #2 ranked in the nation, versus St. Peter's Prep. As Falcone tries to get the bar and crank the bar and increase that lead for the Colts. Falcone still in on that bar, unable to turn. 45 seconds to go in the second period. AJ up 3-0. If I were AJ, I would try to get a half on the other side because he is fully bodied out on one side, but it looks like he's clamping down. But a armbar half Nelson combination here would be crucial. You see he tries to go for it there. He needs to fully commit to that armbar and then get the half on the other side and stack them. That would probably be successful as stalling is called, and he may get the armbar, get some back swipes. Looking for the fall. 4 seconds to go in the second. And period ends. He will get 3 backs. We go into the third period. Falcone now up 6-0. He actually got 4 backs because he had the 2-point reverser earlier. Now the 4 backs, now up 6-0. Going into the third with a lead, hoping to get points on the board for the Colts as they're down 25-0 on SJV. Now by this point of the match and the next time they meet, it will be very different as there will be no forfeits. Either team in throw to the back. 3-point takedown for Falcone, now up 9-0. SJV wrestler took a shot in and she got thrown right to his back. Able to fight off of it though. As Falcone continues to dominate. Up 9-0 with just over a minute to go in the third period. The edge of the mat. Falcone's complaining that he's just laying there he's trying to get a bar, trying to get a turn. I would definitely agree with this case there that bottom guy's not really doing much of anything. But potentially dangerous, yeah, potentially dangerous on the edge of the mat. 48 seconds to go. Falcone up 9-0. Wants to get the fall. Now under 40 seconds to go in the third. Falcone up 9-0. Colts down 25-0 to SJV. Good riding on top by Falcone. Not letting him move anywhere. Falcone still holding on. SJV wrestler tries to turn into him, trying to headhunt, grab behind him, but that's most likely not going to work. 3 seconds left as this match will end. 9-0 victory for AJ Falcone. Big victory for AJ as he will put the points on the board for the Colts as we move to the 190-pound weight class. Jared O'Neal come out onto the mat looking to bounce back after his last match. O'Neal fires off a shot, fires 3 shots off. Stalling already called. And a caution called as he attempts a low single. Fires off high crotch. O'Neal jumps aside, trying to hit a cradle. Getting really close to hitting one, trying to lock those arms up. And may have it locked up. Just needs to get out to the side. And has a cradle locked up. Trying to get the fall. Holding 4 backs. He might have it. Nothing called yet. Full extension. Coming over the top. Head bridge on the mat. O'Neal needs to come out more to the side. And bridge his head on the mat. Or even roll him through. 4 backs are still being held for O'Neal. as he is up right now 3-0 with a minute to go. Still has a lot of time. He should definitely hold on to this cradle. Lets go of it, but now has a mean crossface. Those backs are still being held onto. So he should probably take his backs. Gets his 4. Puts his arms up saying he's done with that move. Now on to the next. Time to put him on his back again. Roll through tilt. O'Neal trying to put on a clinic. Up 7-0 with 30 seconds to go. Trying to attempt another roll through tilt. 2-on-1. Needs to flatten out SJV wrestler if he wants to hit another turn. Coming out to the side, isolating that left arm. 10 seconds to go. And O'Neal just needs to continue to ride hard on top, as we will go into the second period. Tries another 2-on-1 tilt, but to no prevail. The end of the first period, O'Neal up 7-0. Score of this matchup, 25-4 so far at the 190-pound weight class. O'Neal will get another takedown at the edge of the mat. Now up 10-0. And O'Neal able to get his hips beneath him as he tries to sink in that leg. Leg is a little too shallow. Needs to sink it in deeper if he needs it to work successfully. But looks like that leg has been caught. That's why he can't get it deeper. But now trying to go for that cradle once again. Trying to hit another turn. And he has the cradle locked up. Needs to sit back. But that leg's being held onto. And swipes are called. How many swipes will he get, though? 3 swipes, up 13-0. One more turn if he wants to win this match. He's a little high right now. His leg is trapped. Trying to work another cradle. Looks like he has it locked up again. And we'll get one. 13-1 now. O'Neal needs one more point to win this. Tries for an inside trip, but O'Neal will take him down and bring him to his back. But O'Neal will get the victory in this one. And this match is over. The match was over when he took him down, but the referees are a little off their game today. It's been a long day for everyone, so understandable. But O'Neal will pick up the victory for the Colts. 2 back-to-back wins for the Colts as they decrease the lead 25-9 now. As we go into the 215-pound weight class with Alex Siafa of CBA, who, what I was trying to say last match, he has had a big role stepping up for Tyler Palumbo, who's been out. And has wrestled pretty well for the Colts, coming up big in spots in many of their matches this season, filling in at 215 and heavyweight for the heavyweight Jacob Howland. So great for him, able to get lucky and get in there for the Colts. Gets an underhook in. Although Siafa may lack some skill, he's a very strong wrestler and is willing to put in the work to get better. Siafa should probably look to shoot him out of bounds, probably get hit with a stalling. He does just that, but almost gets thrown by. Tries to get it on a single. They will reset in the center. Minute to go in the first period. Right into a shot. Siafa trying to pass it by, but he needs to belly out now, otherwise he will get pinned or put on his back. He's got to let go of that and belly out. Finally does. And gets a takedown, now up 3-0. Front knee for ankle. Now claw, trying to just hold Siafa down on the mat. Period will come to an end. We'll go into the second period. Siafa down 3-0. All Siafa really needs to do there is just work up to his feet. But the SJV wrestler was tough on top. Trying to break that grip on bottom. Siafa getting a little high. Has a leg in, but it's too far back that he could be easily reversed if will stay on top, but swims out and Siafa gets put to his back. May get pinned. He got too high, trying to fight off his back, but it's completely flat and pinned. As SJV will continue their dominance as they are up now 31-9. And the heavyweight obviously will be a forfeit for the Colts. As Howland's coming back from injury, making the score 37-9 as we go to the 106-pound weight class. Of course, the stud freshman for CBA, Sean Kenny, number 2 ranked wrestler at 106 pounds, looking to dominate this match as he did the last one. Getting a quick fall. Single leg, quick, as he lets him up as they go out of bounds. Maybe get hit with a stalling. No stalling called as they go into the stands. Both run back to the center. Kenny up 3-1. Get into front head position, out to single leg. Needs to shelf it. Good wizard defense. Tries to come up to a cradle on his feet. I don't know about that. Now looking for a cement mixer. Needs to pull it in and bring up the head, and does that perfectly. And will get the fall. Sean Kenny, dominant. Didn't think that was going to work with the cradle, but exchanges that off to a cement mixer. Gets the pin and the victory for the Colts. Gets 6 points for the Colts. 37-15. Is a score now as Kellen Duffy, the sophomore, comes out onto the mat for the Colts. Looking to bounce back after his last performance as well. And a quick update on the Del Barton-St. Peter's matchup. Del Barton is up 27-8 on St. Peter's. They're at the 285-pound weight class right now. Close matchup between the two heavyweights. Del Barton up 7 to St. Peter's 6. as Duffy is taken down. Leg slipped in. As they go out of bounds, they will reset in the center. Little shoving action, but doesn't faze Duffy. Duffy's problem on the mat is he isn't as aggressive. A lot of wrestlers are really aggressive and mean on the mat, and Duffy lacks some of that as they've been trying to gain some muscle and some, confidence for him on the mat. Regardless, Duffy's trying to work up to his feet. Referee calling for action for both guys. Looking for a turn on top. Is that it? And has his arm trapped behind his back. Could be in a dangerous position. Gets his arm back. Needs to work up to a base and onto his feet. The thing about bottom is there's no real technique to bottom. It's just a matter of being able to be relentless and just move and being a dog on bottom and getting out. Because all you have to do is just get to your feet or get a reversal. There's no, obviously there are moves on bottom, but it's just a matter of getting out. That's it. And period will come to an end. SJV will defer. Duffy will elect the defensive position, hoping to jump the whistle and get out. Optional start. He will get out. Score is now 3-1 in the second period. Both guys clubbing, looking for some opening to take a shot. And a takedown. And saying he still hasn't been awarded the one. A minute to go. Duffy down 6-1 to SJV. SJV up 37-15 on the Colts. Looking for a bundle and get some swipes. Looking to stick him. Then he might with a bundle. And he gets the fall as SJV increases their lead to 43-15. As there are only a few matches left for the Colts. And the St. Peter's heavyweight gets the victory. And some games are being played between CBA and SJV as they wait to see who each guy sends out. There was a little controversy with that yesterday. McGinty was out on the mat, and I guess that they didn't want CBA to Paul Kenny to wrestle him, but they said he's already in the circle, so that he can't go back. So timeout is called, as this is a very competitive matchup. Paul Kenny of CBA versus Gold of SJV. Gold is placed at States. There's a very solid, scrappy wrestler for SJV. Kenny looks to get behind. Good defense by Gold. Stalemate will probably be called between the two guys. They'll reset in the center. Both guys looking to get to their offense. Gold and Kenny are lightning quick. We'll see who gets the best of the other today. Kenny has been on a very nice streak wrestling. Hasn't lost much besides the Powerade Finals where he took second place. Very impressive performance by him. It's PJ Terranova of Del Barton will pin his 106-pound opponent to increase Del Barton's lead 33-12. Still 0-0 in the first period with 45 seconds to go. Both guys unable to get to their offense because both have very good defense. Kenny fires off. High crotch. Low single attempt by Gold. Now in a front head position. Gold may be looking to duck, and Kenny trying to defend that duck. Go behind. Drops off to a single. Scramble. Gold holds on to that bottom leg for dear life. Kenny trying to peel that leg out to get his takedown as time is ticking down in the first period. 10 seconds to go. And this may come down to it. He's trapped. And he may get danger swipes. And he gets 2 swipes. Are they going to award him the takedown? So they give him the takedown and the 2 danger swipes. Very big for Kenny. He's up 5-0 as the first period comes to an end. Nice sequence there within the last 8 seconds. Kenny will start on top, looking for a turn. Gold maybe get hit for stalling, not just kind of bundled up on bottom. Kenny's trying to turn him. Has his arm stuck, just can't really do much when the other guy's just laying head down in the mat, trying to get that arm out for a possible tilt. I have to think he's going to get hit for stalling at some point in the near future. Kenny's trying to plead his case. It's just not letting him do anything. Just kind of sitting there. But nothing. No stalling is called. I think they called a stalemate. 44 seconds to go in the second period. Kenny up 5-0. Caution is called. .40 seconds to go in the second period. Kenny up 5-0. Colts down 43-15 to SJV. Really surprised he's not gotten hit for stalling yet. He's not moving at all whatsoever. He's just kind of hanging there. Well, Kenny's trying to do anything he can to get a turn. So we'll go back down to the mat. The second period will come to an end. We'll go into the third period. Kenny up 5-0 on Gold. We have a close match between number 1 ranked and returning state champ Cam Sons and St. Peter's Prep's 113-pound wrestler, I believe Rodriguez. 3-3 matchup between those two. Well, it's getting noisy over there in a high-stakes matchup. Kenny tries to get out. Sons will get his takedown and take a 5-3 lead. Gold fires off a shot. Kenny tries to go behind. Minute 39 to go in the third period. Kenny's up. Gets 3-point takedown. Now up 9-0. Kenny pushed him out of bounds, thought they call out of bounds. And ref did not blow the whistle, so it takes another shot. Then they go out of bounds. Seen that happen, second time that's happened today. Very interesting. Kenny tries for throw by attempt. Gold fires off shot. Kenny fires off shot. Level change. Front head position. They go towards the edge of the mat. Fake shot by Kenny. And a stalling finally. Surprised he has not gotten hit way earlier for that stalling call. 43 seconds to go. Kenny up 9-1 on Gold. Looking at a major decision right now. Front head position again. Gold trying to trap that elbow. Kenny tries to hook that leg. Gold gets into, I believe it's first shot of the match. It's in actually pretty deep, but Kenny's trying to slip behind, scrambling a little bit. On the other mat, Sons has Rodriguez to his back as he's come back and gets the fall as Delbarton's section, stands in general erupts as they will further their lead, 39-12. We will resume in the center between Kenny and Gold as their match will come to an end. Always a little chippiness at the end with Kenny, but that's what makes a good wrestler, a little bit of chippiness. Kenny will win that one 9-1 against Gold, against a state place winner. Major decision for the Colts. Now score is 43-19. The next wrestling broadcast is on January 15th when CBA welcomes SJV back to the Academy for a premier Shore Conference match. The CBA Digital Network will have a full schedule this week with broadcasts on Tuesday for basketball, Wednesday for hockey, and Thursday for basketball again. Be sure to tune in. Dutton, right off to a cradle, trying to get the fall fast. Breaks it. Trying to sink back and get the fall. And gets the fall. Quick victory. Excuse me, that wasn't Dutton. That was Teague Sato at 126 pounds, excuse me. As Sato will get the fall quickly, make quick work of that. At 126 pounds. now 43-25. Now Tristan Ziobro up next, only has the best wrestler in the nation, and quick work by Knox. Ziobro already cradled, put to his back. Knox trying to flatten him out, wait for the pin, and in 10-ish seconds, gets the fall. And that is the match. This match will end by a score of 49-25. SJV will get the victory. But the Colts will be back with a full squad along with SJV and ready to go for a very highly anticipated matchup between the two teams at full strength at CBA on January 15th. Of course, the final score of this one, 49 SJV, 25 CBA. This is Nicholas Harari signing off.